What is the no contact rule? Maybe you just recently went through a terrible breakup and you're doing some research on how to get over an ex or how to get an ex back, and you stumbled across the no contact rule. Now, what is it exactly? That is precisely what I will be talking about in this video. The no contact rule is defined as the period during which you don't contact your ex, so the both of you can get some time and space apart from each other. If you apply the no contact rule correctly, it can help you from healing from a breakup faster, and it can assist you in growing as a person overall. Now, many of us get into researching the no contact rule because we want to find ways to get our ex back. And in certain cases, the no contact rule pops up. Why do I know this? Because I have been there myself. After my first breakup, I was so desperate to get my ex back because I was so afraid that I would never love again, that I would not be able to find someone as good as her, and that I was just generally not desirable enough to attract another partner. I was desperately looking for ways to get my ex back, and that's how I came to discover the no contact rule. That is also precisely why I want to give you a little bit more context about this rule and why I think it can be helpful for you if you are struggling with a breakup right now. Now, the no contact rule is actually very, very simple. It simply means that you don't contact your ex in any way possible. You don't text, you don't call, you don't ask their friends or family, you don't visit their house, you don't visit the places they often go to. You just simply cut all contact. And I know in certain cases it might be necessary to have a conversation with them about practical stuff like kids or mortgages or furniture or whatever. In that case, I would advise you to keep the communication to a bare minimum and keep everything as practical as possible. But in general, if you want to apply the no contact rule as strictly as possible, you want to cut all communication channels, everything. And you want to maintain a period of no contact for at least 1 month. At least 1 month, preferably 3 to 6 months to even a year, because it will force you to refocus your attention on yourself and allow for the necessary space for you and your ex-partner to really contemplate, reflect, and introspect about what made the relationship break apart. And this is crucial. This is crucial in both cases. Whether you want to completely move on or whether you want to get back together with your ex, you need the time to think. You need the time to create space and distance between yourselves, because otherwise, once you decide to get back together immediately after you break up, you will find yourself in the same situation like before. It might feel like a relief for the first few days, maybe maximum few weeks, until you again stumble upon the same problems over and over again, and you probably will break up again, which will reset the whole cycle all the way from the start, and you have to go through the pain all over again. So I advise you to really take the no contact rule seriously and set a time frame for yourself for at least 30 days to preferably 3 months. I have personal experiences with the no contact rule. I recorded a few videos on my channel here. You can watch those if you're interested. I will link to both of them on the screen. It's a 5-month no contact video and a 1.5 years no contact video where I share my experiences with this rule in depth. So you can go watch that right now if you're interested. So there is really not much more to it. Depending on your personal preferences, you can extend the no contact phase indefinitely, or maybe at some point you want to reach out to your ex and talk about what happened, or just generally share the memories you've created together. I am not here to judge your situation. Every breakup is different and every situation requires a different approach. Now, I do want to say that you don't want to fall into the trap of believing that you are a special snowflake who only needs to apply no contact for 1 week, because nothing will happen in that week. Nothing will change. You will just try to get back to your ex as fast as possible, and this will cause only more trouble. And maybe your ex isn't even available to talk to, so that is even more painful. So I want to advise you to at least give this rule a sufficient amount of time for you to detach yourself. And this is the most scary part. This is exactly what you want to avoid. So that's why disciplining yourself and really committing to the no contact rule for at least a month to 60 days is what is going to force you to go through the withdrawal phase that is inevitably following up a breakup because you were addicted to your partner. Many of us are not aware of this, but once we enter a relationship, we slowly become addicted to our partners. And when we break up, we have to break the cycle and we have to go through a withdrawal phase in order for us to really start to see things clearly. And the no contact rule is literally like a cold turkey on that other person. That's why I believe it is so effective, but you need to give it a sufficient amount of time for you to fully complete the withdrawal cycle. And I know it sounds scary and I know it sounds very frightening, and I have been there myself. I know what it's like. And here on my channel, I share a lot about my perspectives on the no contact rule and how I think it can help you. If you're interested in the 5 top reasons why I think no contact is so important, you can go watch that right now. I will link it somewhere here on the screen, and you can also find it down below in the video description if you're interested to learn more about this topic. So to wrap it up, the no contact rule is really simple. You cut all communication channels, really everything, for at least 30 days. And I want to invite you to see it as some kind of a challenge for yourself. Force yourself to do it. I know how incredibly scary it may sound and how anxious it might make you feel, but I am here to tell you that it is a very effective way to heal from a breakup and move on the fastest way possible. So I want to thank you for being here with me today. I know how painful it is to go through a breakup. It is one of the most heart-wrenching experiences you can go through as a human being. I can attend to this from a first-person perspective, so I really understand your pain. I hope, nevertheless, that you learned something today and that it can make you think and hopefully invite you to apply the no contact rule to your current situation. And I promise it will cause you to learn a lot about yourself. So thanks again for being here. I appreciate you. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. If you liked this video or you found it in some way helpful or valuable, make sure you hit like, because when you hit like, the YouTube algorithm says, this might be a good video, let me recommend it to other people. And that would really help me out and potentially help other people out too, especially if they need a video like this in their lives. And if you feel like you would like to add something to the things I just said, you had experiences with the no contact rule, or you think I forgot a crucial point in the definition of the contact rule, feel free to leave a comment down below. It is very helpful for the other viewers too, and it really builds a community. And I want to build a community. I want people to share their experiences and help one another during the most difficult times in our lives, because breakups for sure make up a big part of those times. So feel free to leave a comment. I reply to all of them and I love reading about your experiences. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.